Have you ever found yourself, understanding English perfectly? Like you can watch movies, listen to podcasts, read articles, no problem. But then when it's actually time to speak, your mind just blanks out. You freeze, feel nervous, the words just won't come.
Yeah, that feeling. It's incredibly common. If that sounds like you, well, you're definitely in the right place.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Our mission here is pretty simple. We cut through the noise, you give us the sources, the material, and we dig in to pull out the most important insights, the key facts.
Basically, we help you get informed fast without drowning in information.
Exactly. And today, we're tackling that specific frustration, understanding English fine, but really struggling to speak it.
We've been looking at some great material, drawing a lot from unlocking English fluency, from understanding to speaking.
And this deep dive leans heavily on the practical advice from a resource called English Podcast Lab. They're really focused on helping learners speak English slowly, clearly, and importantly, with confidence.
It's such a common thing, isn't it? This gap between understanding and actually speaking.
Oh, absolutely. It trips up so many language learners. So today, we're going to unpack why it happens.
And crucially, what you can actually do about it. Actionable steps.
Yes, actionable ways to bridge that gap. And the good news, it's completely fixable, really.
So let's paint that picture again. That common scenario. Maybe you can follow a fast-paced movie dialogue, understand every joke, every nuance.
You get it all.
You read complex articles, but then you're in a meeting or talking to a native speaker, and suddenly, silence. You just clam up.
Right. It feels like you've got all this English inside you, but it's trapped somehow. A rich inner world, but quiet on the outside.
Exactly. And this is where the English Podcast Lab material gives us a really key insight. Listening and speaking, they seem related, but they're fundamentally different skills in terms of how your brain works.
That's the core of it. Listening, for the most part, is passive. Your brain's working, sure, processing sounds, understanding meaning, making connections. It's taking information in.
Right, like a receiver. A sophisticated one, but still receiving. It's not generating anything new itself.
Precisely. It's comprehension. But speaking, that's intensely active. It demands a whole different set of mental gears turning.
You mean like actually finding the words?
Finding the words quickly, putting them into sentences, structuring your thoughts on the fly, and then, actually getting your mouth to make the right sounds, all in real time.
That takes practice, like physical practice almost.
It absolutely does. It's mental agility and physical coordination. Your mouth, tongue, vocal cords, they're like muscles that need training for this specific task.
That's a great way to put it. It's like, I can watch a professional dancer and understand every move, admire the technique, but that doesn't mean I can suddenly get up and do the routine myself. Knowing isn't the same as doing.
Perfect analogy. And that's what English Podcast Lab really stresses. Experiencing this gap isn't failure. It's normal. It's a standard part of learning a language.
That's reassuring.
It is, and it's something you can definitely overcome with the right kind of practice. Targeted, active practice. It's not about talent. It's about training.
Okay, so if they're different skills, what specifically stops people from making that jump from understanding to speaking? The English Podcast Lab material points to 4 main roadblocks.
Yeah, 4 common hurdles. Let's break them down. Knowing the why helps figure out the how.
Makes sense. What's the first one?
The first one is something they call input-only practice. And this is super common.
Meaning just listening and reading.
Exactly. Learners spend hours listening to podcasts, watching shows, reading books, all fantastic, all necessary for building vocabulary and understanding. But it's all passive intake. If you never actually practice producing the language, speaking it out loud, then the speaking muscles, both mental and physical, they just don't get exercised.
So you're building knowledge, but not the skill of using it. Like reading about swimming, but never getting in the pool.
Precisely. Your input channels are strong, but the output pathway is underdeveloped.
Which leads kind of naturally to the second reason, I think. Something everyone struggles with. The fear of making mistakes.
Oh, absolutely. That fear can be paralyzing. We want to sound perfect, right? Find the exact right word, get the pronunciation spot on.
Yeah, you wait for that perfect sentence to form in your head.
And often it never comes, or by the time it does, the moment's passed. The English Podcast Lab source has a great line, perfection kills fluency.
Wow. Okay. Perfection kills fluency.
It really does, because fluency isn't about being error-free. It's about communication, keeping the flow going. If you're constantly self-editing, you're stuck in your head, not actually speaking.
That internal critic just shuts you down.
Exactly. So that's hurdle number 2.
Okay. And number 3, this is one English podcast lab really highlights: you don't shadow.
Shadowing, yes. And it's more than just repeating words parrot fashion.
Right. It's mimicking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Copying the sound, the rhythm.
Everything. The speed, the intonation, the pauses. Like being a vocal echo of a native speaker. You listen and you speak almost right along with them.
Why is that so important?
Because it trains your mouth. Your actual articulators, tongue, lips, jaw. It builds the muscle memory needed to produce English sounds and rhythms naturally and quickly.
Muscle memory again?
Yes. Without that practice, your mouth literally, well, it hasn't learned the moves. You might know the word through in your head, but your mouth fumbles trying to make that sound smoothly.
Like knowing the dance steps mentally, but your feet won't cooperate without practice.
Exactly like that. Your physical speech apparatus needs the workout.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And the 4th reason.
This is a big one too. Thinking in your native language.
You mean translating in your head before you speak?
Precisely. Your brain forms the thought in, say, Spanish or Japanese. Then it goes through this internal translation process into English. Then you try to speak it.
That sounds slow.
It is slow. It adds an extra unnecessary step. It creates a bottleneck. Instead of thinking directly in English and speaking, you're taking this detour through translation.
And it probably makes your English sound a bit unnatural too, maybe. Following the grammar of your first language.
Often, yes. It hinders developing that direct English thought-to-speech pathway. It's a habit that needs conscious effort to break.
Okay, so those are the 4 big hurdles. Input only, fear of mistakes, not shadowing, and thinking in your native language. We see the problems.
But the great thing about the English Podcast Lab material is it doesn't stop there. It gives really concrete, practical solutions, things you can start doing, like right now.
This is the good part. What's the action plan?
Solution number 1 is maybe the simplest, but also the most powerful. Start speaking now.
Just start.
Just start. Don't wait until you feel ready, because that day might never come. Start small. Speak daily. Even one sentence out loud. Narrate what you're doing. I'm making coffee. This is a nice day.
So consistency, even with tiny amounts, is key.
Absolutely. 30 seconds a day is better than 0.
Yeah.
Just activate that speaking muscle immediately.
Okay, start now. Got it. What's next?
Next, embrace shadowing. We talked about why it's important, that muscle memory.
Right.
So actively do it. Use resources like this deep dive. Listen to us or other native speakers in podcasts or videos. Pause and repeat. Try to match the sound, the speed, the rhythm.
Mimicry as a tool.
A powerful tool. It trains your mouth and your ear simultaneously. Builds those neural pathways for speaking.
Makes sense. Solution number 3.
This tackles the translation habit. Cultivate thinking in English.
Easier said than done, maybe. How do you start?
Start simple. Really simple. English Podcast Lab gives great examples. Just narrate tiny things to yourself in English in your head, like, I'm hungry, or look out the window. It's raining. That's a red car. Listen to music. I like this song.
So tiny internal monologues.
Exactly. Bypass the translation step for simple thoughts first. Gradually build it up. Create that direct English thought habit.
Okay, bypass the detour. And the final solution. This one feels counterintuitive, maybe.
It does, but it's crucial. The advice from English Podcast Lab is clear. Make mistakes.
Make mistakes, not avoid them.
Embrace them. Actively allow yourself to make them. See them not as failures, but as proof you're trying, proof you're pushing your boundaries.
How does that help?
Because, as the material says, fluency comes with practice, not perfection. Mistakes are feedback. They show you where you need to focus. If you're not making any mistakes, you're probably playing it too safe, not speaking enough.
So let go of the perfectionism.
Let it go. It frees you up to just communicate, to learn by doing. The attempt, even the messy one, is where the learning happens.
That's actually really liberating advice. Don't aim for perfect, aim for practice.
Precisely.
Okay, and to help really internalize this, English Podcast Lab has this great little mental warm-up activity. We thought we could do it right now.
Yeah, it's a good one. You can repeat these sentences in your head, or even better, say them out loud with us. It's about building confidence and reinforcing these key ideas.
It's not about perfect pronunciation here, just about doing it, engaging that active side.
Exactly. It's about affirming your ability and accepting the process. A quick mental and vocal boost.
All right, ready? Take a breath. Let's go. Repeat after us.
I can understand English.
I want to speak English too.
I will speak even if I make mistakes.
I learn by doing.
My English is getting better every day.
Shadowing helps me speak.
Speaking helps me remember.
I don't need to be perfect.
I only need to try.
English is part of my daily life.
Nice. See, just doing that is taking action. Doing simple things like that regularly, affirming yourself, it genuinely builds confidence and makes a difference over time.
So let's quickly wrap up the key takeaways from this deep dive. First off, you've already done the hard work of understanding English. That's huge. Don't discount that.
Absolutely massive. Step 1 is largely complete. Now it's about building the separate skill, the speaking muscle.
And you do that through daily practice, even small amounts.
Using tools like shadowing.
Training yourself to think directly in English, starting simple.
And crucially, letting go of that fear of mistakes, embracing imperfection.
I really like that quote from English Podcast Lab you mentioned earlier.
Which one? The perfection one?
No, the other one. About the journey.
Ah, yes. Fluency is a journey. You are not behind. You are not slow. You are learning. It's so important to remember that.
It really is. Just listening to this, engaging with these ideas, that's already progress. You're actively learning.
Definitely. You're already moving forward.
So remember what English Podcast Lab says. Understanding is step 1. Speaking is step 2.
And you are absolutely ready for step 2.
So here's something to think about after this deep dive, building on that idea.
Okay.
If understanding is step 1 and speaking is step 2, what's one small, maybe even slightly imperfect action you could take right now, like in the next 5 minutes, to genuinely step into that second phase?